This is IGN. The Formula One. This is your IGN review of F1 by Clint Gage. There's a scene in F1 that I think counts as the movie's big rah-rah speech. It's about how if everybody on the crew contributes a half second at some point in the race, if they can all find just a fraction of a second here or there, that's the difference between last place and first. As far as sports movie speeches go, it's pretty good, but what I found so intriguing about it is that it perfectly describes the difference between a bad sports movie and a good one. It seems to be a lesson Joseph Kosinski, Brad Pitt, and the rest of the team behind F1 took to heart. As a sports movie following some pretty tried and true tactics, F1 ups its game at every stage of things. This won't win it any awards for originality, but it still adds up to a real win. Director Joseph Kosinski clearly has both hands on the wheel where the sports movie formula is concerned. The story he's concocted with Transformers vet Aaron Kruger follows an aging, never-was race car driver as he tries to rescue his old pal's team, and the cocky rookie driver who's got lessons to learn before he can realize his full potential. Throw in a romantic interest and feel free to stop me when you've heard all that before. On a technical level, F1 is impeccably put together. Kosinski and his frequent collaborator, Academy Award-winning cinematographer Claudio Miranda, put cameras in just all the places. Picking up where they left off with Top Gun Maverick, F1 is filled with impossible angles and quick robotic pans that make us feel like we're at the mercy of these rocket ship machines. The editing does the same as well. F1 is cut beautifully and peacefully in stretches, chaotically and nervously in others. But that's behind the camera. In front of the camera, you can see the fruits of the reliable sports movie formula as well. The fun everybody had making this movie is both obvious and infectious. There's an ease and joy that shows up in even the tensest scenes. Everybody knows the score. It's like we've seen this movie before, so let's just enjoy ourselves. Pitt plays his character, Sonny Hayes, like the Don Quixote of driving, searching for the great prize that even he can't articulate and carrying F1 with the uncomplicated charm of one of Earth's last movie stars. Sonny approaches his assignment with what he describes as hard-earned wisdom and directness that sometimes borders on disinterested. He's every bit the archetypal weary veteran, a Brad Pitt specialty at this point in his career. The supporting cast is stacked with celebrated actors doing admirable work alongside Pitt. Javier Bardem is perfect as the friend who's in over his head and needs a Hail Mary. While I can totally understand the instinct to include every frame of that in the driver's seat footage, by the time F1 made its final laps, I was starting to feel out of gas. This is where the film runs into the downside of a formula. For most of F1, the competition is internal, with Sonny and Joshua battling themselves and each other. Their rivals on the circuit are all familiar faces and sponsors from the real world of Formula One, but as movie characters, they're as anonymous as the enemy countries in Top Gun Maverick. The climactic race also gets a little exposition heavy. Top Gun Maverick's Joseph Kosinski assembles an all-star crew in front of and behind the camera for F1, and they craft a technical marvel of a movie. It's gorgeous and thrilling to look at, with top-notch editing backing up Brad Pitt's IMAX-consuming charisma. It's a faithful devotee to the sports movie formula that's kept from greatness by a few too many unnecessary components, and a finish line that maybe should have been closer than 2.5 hours away. But in spite of that, it's still a hell of a ride. F1's IGN score? 7 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest F1 updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.